It took me way too long to realize this, but the role of generative AI in construction is not actually to generate new information. It is simply to transform information in one format into another. So let me give you some examples to be a bit clearer on what I'm talking about and why this is so relevant to almost every single construction management task. Okay, so the first example is I have 3 subcontractor quotes for my project, all with different inclusions and exclusions. I'm using AI to go through the 3 quotes, extracting the prices each of the subcontractors have quoted, their inclusions and exclusions, and putting that into a bid comparison table. AI has simply taken the information out of the quotes, put it into the bid comparison table, and is making it obvious what the different subcontractor inclusions and exclusions are. Data from one format, the subcontractor quotes, into a different format, which is my bid comparison table. Example number 2 is a client has sent me a scope of works and a bill of quantities, and they've asked for an estimate. Then I'm saying to AI, based on this scope of works and the bill of quantities and my resource libraries, please compile a construction estimate referencing my original resource library. For the next example, I've attached a contract a client has sent me with terms and conditions that I want to review. So I've asked AI that please review this contract against my standard terms and conditions, what I accept for payment terms, defect, liability, consequential loss, all these things, and populate this contract review template using the example I've given it for format and style. AI isn't coming up with this information itself. It doesn't have to decide what is a reasonable term, payment terms, what are reasonable liquidated damages. I'm telling it, these are my standard terms. This is the structure I want you to put the output in, and here is the contract to review. AI has then populated my departure register. Every single one of these use cases, I'm giving it the underlying information and data it needs to do the task, and I'm specifying the output format that I want it in. I'm never using AI to do unconstrained reasoning. As much as possible, I'm always giving it the information it needs and specifying the output format. If you do want a complete 3-hour guide on how to use large language models and AI for different construction management tasks, then watch this video next.